Hyper Hexagon.
Welcome back to another Hyper Hexagon episode of Pokemon Soul Silver.
Today we're going Shiftry hunting, boys.
Yep.
Off to the dark caves again. Actually, thinking about dark caves.
I don't know if anyone...
Well, let's see if... Nope.
No.
Okay. Never mind. Never mind about that. We're not going to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be particularly worth it either. But...
Probably not, but it's kind of one of those... I would like to somewhat see where I'm running in that place, but we can make without. Alright, Shiftry, get on out here. Got some business to take care of. Arbok?
That's an Arbok.
Oh no! You know what I could really use? I could, Oh, actually. This might be, I don't know. Does Weavile learn False Swipe at all?
It can. I don't remember if it's through a TM or not, though. Let me double check that.
And... Oh, here it is. And while you're checking that as well, for Sableye, I know Sableye can learn False Swipe, but I don't know at what level.
Okay, it does seem that False Swipe would be a TM move. For...
Or at least maybe I'm thinking it would be, Okay, yeah. Weavile's too strong.
TM54 False Swipe on Weavile and Sableye.
Because I feel like I remember, at least when I was playing Gen 3, I caught a Sableye at one point and used it. I thought I remembered it getting False Swipe, unless you get a False Swipe TM early on in Gen 3.
Sableye cannot learn False Swipe in Gen 3.
Really? I thought I could. I could have sworn I used a Sableye that could use False Swipe.
Not in Gen 3. They also can't learn it in Gen 4.
What the hell was I thinking of?
I don't know.
Oh, hey. Yeah, so I'm at a bit of a issue where Weavile...
You're a little too strong?
Weavile's a little too strong, and Houndour only knows super effectives.
Super effective moves.
On Shiftry, so I'm a little hesitant to just toss Pokeballs at it.
Let me see if I can...
Because then I would have spent like $4,000. Or then I would have wasted like $4,000. I could also just be running away from these battles, but the grinder person in me doesn't want to waste the EXP. So, I mean, like,
you have
in
a 50%
sense,
chance of catching it within 11 balls, says this calculator I found.
Which would be wasting half of what I bought.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost making me think about running all the way back to try and catch a Sableye, just to have something lower level to fight it. But at the same time, that wasn't the most common Pokemon either. Alright, Premier Ball, go. I have faith. You jerk. Stop it.
It's gonna plot.
Oops. I was trying to, there we go. Gosh darn it.
Oh, well, goodbye.
Alright, well, I mean, it stopped me from wasting Pokeballs, I guess. I didn't do this last time either, so I'm gonna do this now. Most definitely not for any other purposes. Which I make no guarantees.
It's
Come
definitely
on.
not a, you know, failsafe or...
It's definitely not a, I just wasted all that money. Oh, hey, thinking about,
Speaking
eggs.
of Togepi's...
Sorry to do this to you, little baby bird flying thing.
I guess that egg just got scrambled.
And a Ladian.
I wish Ledian had better stats.
Why
And
is-
moves. And a lot of things.
Just wish it was more relevant in general.
Yeah.
It is kind of a shame. I feel like that's kind of like, a lot of these, some of these early Pokemon. Just sort of, well, I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon in general that just kind of get like, or basically just like nothing Pokemon. Not to be mean, but
That's what happens when you have 1,000 of them.
yeah, over 1,000 of them now. What would you say is like a type of or a Pokemon type that tends to get like overshadowed the most by just like using other Pokemon or other types?
I think right now, I would say ice types tend to be a little bit overlooked, just because...
Or even neglected.
Yeah, just because in a meta sense, their niche kind of got filled by the fairy types, and they're one of the worst types defensively, because they're weak to, like,
A lot
4
of
different things. Yeah. Yeah, like, there was a time when they kind of, their one niche was, like, big enough that it kind of was, it overrode their defensive weakness.
And there's a Hariyama, jeez. There's so, like finding so many Pokemon in this cave.
Right?
Now I'm like, not to derail the conversation I brought up, but like a part of me is curious as to, like, I feel like I've seen so many different Pokemon in here. I'm wondering which one of those was like a lower percentage Pokemon.
I can't answer that. Because one of them was, you haven't run into any of the 1% Pokemon yet, but you have run into one of the 4% Pokemon. But yeah, back to... Because, like, Mamoswine, relating to ice types, was kind of around big in the meta for a while, because it was, like, one of the few things that could handle Garchomp decently well. Because it was big and strong and could Ice Shard, so it didn't matter that Garchomp is a jet plane.
Really fast Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like, I always feel bad that I don't, like, that's something I've always felt bad when I've played some Pokemon games, is that, like, is that I never tend to use ice types, and I feel like a lot of times by the time you would get most ice types, it's like later in the game when you've already got a pretty set party.
Yeah.
I feel like that's also kind of like an unfortunate thing about most games is that they don't introduce. I feel like they don't introduce ice types early enough to make you like really get invested into them.
I can see it.
I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit the down button. I was trying to get back up, and then I don't know what I was doing there. Things happened. Krogunk scared me.
Yeah, that Krogunk had a mean look in its eye.
He looked at me funny. Couldn't tell you what its type is, though.
Yes, it's still a mystery.
Togetic. Okay, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Is Togetic one of the 4%ers?
It is not.
Dang it. Now I'm curious what the 4%er is. Or maybe it was the Krogunk.
It is not the Krogunk either.
Okay, never mind. Because I feel like I've seen...
The Krogunk is, however, 5%.
Well... Wow, that took a hot second for anything to show up. Was it the Hariyama?
No. I almost wonder if it'd be worth just like don't tell anyone, but we could catch a Krogunk and use the Krogunk to catch the Shiftry and then just leave the Krogunk in the PC.
Well, like I said, it's kind of in the same vein as, like, trying to go and catch a Sableye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna at least try and find a Shiftry one more time and try catching it. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna go with the Sableye plan. Don't worry, it's all for a good cause. We get this out of the way now, so that way we can bust through a majority of the game.
Yeah.
We gotta get the painful part out first, since there's a lot of it in the front end. Okay, this has to be one of the lower percentages.
That is a 1%. You found the 1% encounter, one of them.
The most special of 1% to find. I mean, I will say, Roserade isn't too bad of a Pokemon, is it?
I like Roserade a lot, yeah.
That is something I do like that Gen 4 did, is that it gave like a third evolution to some of those two evolution Pokemon that could have used like a little bump.
Technically, Roselia was a non-evolving Pokemon because it gained Budew and Roserade in Gen 4.
That's right. They did give it Budew in Gen 4. I forgot. Gen 4 also did a lot of that. Hey, we're gonna add
new babies.
Yeah, we're gonna add pre-evolutions to some of this stuff. Can I just say, thinking of like Pokemon that got evolutions or didn't get evolutions. I know Gen 5 was, trying to do its like own thing for the most part of the main story by having all unique Pokemon until you get to the post game.
Yes.
There's a couple of Pokemon in Gen 5 that I look at them and I'm like, this feels like it should have been an evolution for something else, but it is not. Can you take a guess what Pokemon I might be thinking of?
Are you thinking of Bouffalant?
That is one of them. That is one that I feel like that should have been like an evolution to Tauros. The other one is I forget its name, but it's like a Love Disc-esque looking Pokemon.
Oh, Alomomola.
Yeah. I'm like, I look at those two Pokemon and I'm like, I feel like these should have been evolutions to Tauros and like Love Disc.
First try.
I mean, that'd be preferable. If it whirlwinds me, I'm gonna... Okay. I was gonna say, this is basically... I'm gonna try and catch it until either it... Like, either I run out of Pokeballs, which a certain something might happen, or it whirlwinds me and I'm just gonna go find a Sableye. Oh! Hey!
First try! Oh boy. Alright.
Well, we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Lives quietly in the deep forest. It is said to create chilly winter winds with the fan it holds. Alright. Give it a nickname. That's a good question. What do I want to...
I'll leave that to you, because that Pokedex description has made me wonder something, and now I will go and solve my curiosity.
What's the name of the main character from Ninja Gaiden?
Ryu Hayabusa.
Okay. Oops.
So it's only via a move tutor, but it can in fact learn Icy Wind, and I was going to be very upset if with the Pokedex description of it creates wintry winds. Oof. It did not learn Icy Wind.
That is an interesting little gimmick. It's Joey. Saw a wild Apom.
There were Apom on that route, I think.
Somewhere around there. All right, well, since you're the fresh catch. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So it's got a sassy nature, which is more special defense and less speed. Bro.
Welp.
What are you talking about?
But it's okay. It boosts the Pokemon speed in Sunshine. I was going to also mention, I do have slight bad news for the part where we start at Shiftry. Because the next move it learns is at level 49.
Well, you better be able to learn TMs, boy, because you're not getting anything else but this.
It can.
At least it has Razor Leaf. Yeah, it's like not the worst thing. But you know, having only this is a little rough. Boost Pokemon speed in Sunshine. Well, I guess I should probably plan around something having a sunny day.
Houndoom is a good sunny day Pokemon.
Roost and Flash. Hold on. It can learn Flash. Well, I mean, it's not going to learn anything else until level 49. Oh, boy.
It's okay, though. We finally got a Shiftry.
Yeah, we did. Kind of want to go take a quick trip to see if I can quickly grab a Sableye, though.
You know?
Alright. I'm gonna go try that, and then whatever ends up happening for the post of this, people will find out.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hooray.
Interesting. Excuse me? Oh, ghost type.
Yep.
Right. It's weak to dark. God! Ah!
Doodly doot dee doot doot.
Crap. Freaking Shiftry is going to be the same level as Houndour by this point.
The funny part here
there it is! There it is!
Okay. What I was going to say is there are 2 other Dark-type Pokemon in this route that we just haven't seen.
That's wild to me. Come on. Oh! Watch, this thing's gonna be the thing that frickin' makes me waste my Pokeballs.
Of course.
I could really use to find like a TM that allows me to inflict like sleep or paralysis, or get a Pokemon or a move that can let me inflict either sleep or paralysis.
I'm trying to think of like what the best option there would be.
What is there like a is there a I never actually really looked into it. I just kind of went more off of like my gut feeling about the moves or statuses. Is there like a status that's more effective to catch a Pokemon with over the other?
So I believe the most effective ones are Sleep and Freeze, followed by Paralysis, Poison, Burn, and then I don't think Confusion actually does anything.
Oh my god, this thing is wasting my Pokeballs. I swear to god, if I go through 20 Pokeballs on this thing, I'm gonna be absolutely livid. Jeez. Come on. Why? Why does this thing not want to be caught? That's it. You've wasted half of the frickin' Pokeball reserves I had. You're dying. I've had enough of you. Alright, that's it. I'm out of here.
Well,
it made me waste half of the Pokeball reserves I had on me. I'm not dealing with that. Bro. Oh, I think that may have been what I was thinking of. I think I was thinking of Fake Out, not False Swipe.
Yes.
And I think I was thinking of Fake Out on Sableye because it's generally lower power, but when I got it leveled up, it was actually kind of effective to slightly lower a Pokemon's health to catch it.
Yeah, Fake Out is solid. I used when I played Shining Pearl, I used Purugly as kind of like my catching Pokemon because I had Fake Out, Body Slam, I think, was one that could inflict paralysis. Or I had something that could inflict paralysis, and then I don't remember what my other assorted things were. False Swipe might have been one of them, and something else.
Oh, wow. A Piloswine, okay.
Piloswine.
Speaking of Mamoswine earlier.
Yep.
Alright. Gonna heal the Pokemon, then I'd say it's probably the next stopping point at this point. Stopping point for this point and continue onward after. We're right back where we started in this episode, boys.
Big progress made today.
Hey, we did catch the Shiftry.
I said we were gonna catch the Shiftry, and by God, we caught the Shiftry.
We caught it.
It's right there.
At the expense of learning that it doesn't learn anything until level 49. But at least we have it. So, with that being said,
thanks for watching this Hyper Hexagon episode of Pokemon Soul Silver.
Just gonna continue on from here and leave that Sableye later. It can go be a jerk face to someone else.
Yeah.